Well, a fantastic final there for RI Helmets Junior Max. On to the big one, the Rotax Lights final. Kane Taylor has not been beaten all weekend. The lone Maranello out there against all of the Aero chassis, and this will be a big one, Tony.
Yeah, Kane's done a fantastic job. Home track, so he's got a lot of knowledge, and got a new car underneath him this weekend with the Maranello and done a faultless job.
Ryan Irvin set a new track record in the first heat earlier on in the weekend, so he's certainly got pace, but he has been struggling with some engine dramas on the chassis rails of the number 90 right kart's Arrow.
Yes, that's right. A few minor problems for Ryan earlier on in the weekend, but I think he's worked to a point where the kart's drivable and should be able to stay where he is.
And he only needs to be conservative points-wise. I mean, Kane Taylor's not in the mix overall.
No, exactly, and these boys have got good heads on their shoulders, so is young Ethan behind them, so if they all just use their heads and drive it pretty straight, there shouldn't be an issue.
Well, there's a story. Ethan de Jong went into the round third overall in the points, and Daniel Duffy's just struggled here at Auckland this weekend, and Ethan de Jong may be in with a chance of maybe just snapping up that second place overall. 2 trips on offer up to Italy for the Rotax Worlds for the first 2 drivers.
Yes, that's right. If Ethan can tick away where he is, that'll be a good points haul for him and should look pretty comfortable.
Paul Cameron and Matthew Griffin have spent most of the weekend racing together. The youngster goes down the inside at turn number 2, makes a nice clean pass. One of the 3 or 4 passing opportunities here at the Pallet Company Raceway at Rosebank Road. Daniel Duffy from the Bay of Plenty, another youngster that's just moved up into the senior ranks recently. Ethan de Jong's another youngster, and he's currently third on track, chasing down Kane Taylor and Ryan Irvin. Irvin looks pretty comfortable sitting there on the back of the Maranello.
Yes, young Ethan, another Brad Tyrrell protege, running out of Pacific Kart Sport in Hamilton, so got a good mentor there with Brad doing a good job, and the results are proving themselves.
So Ethan's got his hands full. He's got Matt Griffin lining him up through grandstand, and the Auckland Hydraulic Supplies 59. And Ethan de Jong's probably been one of the finds of this year's series, certainly coming out of the junior class into seniors.
He has, very much so. Ever since he's been involved with Brad, it's just sort of really clicked with him, and the results speak for themselves.
Richard Moore picks up a pass on 2. He's gone by Cameron and Duffy off the short straight from turn 1 down to turn 2 in the infield at Rosebank Road.
Yeah, Richard Moore hasn't been in a go-kart for a while, so him and his father Graham put a lot of work on Friday with the setup in this kart, and it's obviously paying off.
Lots of battles on the racetrack. Kane Taylor is your race leader. Ryan Irvin sitting in second. Looking comfortable enough at the moment for the overall series title. He went into the round with a 16-point advantage. The other 2 classes were tied on points in just 1 point separation. So we go back to Mason Armstrong and Nicky Irwin. This is for 8th and 9th on the racetrack.
It's a bit of the teacher and apprentice story here. We've got Mason Armstrong, a recent person that was involved in our Hot Shots Academy, and Nicky Irwin, our Kart Sport Academy coordinator. So this is a bit of humour right here.
Yeah, Mason doing a good job to hold off the teacher. Getting a run off the pit turn. As we go to the last lap, I can tell you that Ryan Irvin has been the quickest driver on track at 30.350, set on lap number 18. And there's the gap, first and second, and they've been nose to tail for the entire 30 laps. Kane Taylor looking for the clean sweep this weekend. He's not a factor in the overall points title, but this is his home track, and you know he wants to win here in front of his home crowd. But Ryan Irvin looking comfortable to take away the Rotax Lights title for the first time. He's beaten the best of the Americans at Laguna Seca in supercarts. He's never done it here in New Zealand at Rotax Lights. As battles down to the line, Richard Moore runs up over the back of Paul Cameron and cost him a spot to Mason Armstrong. The checkered flag out. Taylor with the win, 1.3 seconds ahead of Ryan Irvin. The right karts, Rotax Light Max Challenge champion in New Zealand. Ethan de Jong third. Has he done enough for second?
Okay, that one wasn't quite as close as the pre-final, but Ryan sort of had something for you for about 3/4 of the race distance, then you just sort of sneaked away at the end.
You know, the car was very good. I knew it was there the whole time. I didn't want to look over. I had a quick look on the last lap, and I got a bit on him, so that was good.
Ryan, congratulations, second place behind Kane Taylor in the Lights final, but overall you've won it. You're off to Italy.
Yeah, absolutely over the moon about that, so I'm looking forward to it.
Ethan, you went into the final round of Rotax Lights this weekend, third in the points. After the pre-final and the final, you've managed to take second, and looks like you're off to Italy. You've got to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, it hasn't really sunk in yet, but yeah, it's real. After that final, man, I was just ecstatic.
So off to Italy, it is Ryan Urban as the champion. Second, Ethan de Jong. He overhauled Daniel Duffy in the points at the final round. Duffy back in third, followed by Kane Taylor, Paul Cameron and Nicky Irwin.